Hello guys, this week is going to be absolutely incredible. There's so many things happening and so many things have happened over the last few days that I need to share with you. Also some trade setups, and without any further ado, you need to really be informed about this. I'm trying to always give you some alpha without any water and useless stuff, so let's get into it. And when I told you about pump fund, and I told you in a separate video that pump fund is not the best idea in general, well, look at the price now. So I'm not always doing things in the best way, but I'm trying to provide as much value as possible. So if you enjoyed this content, if you find it beneficial, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment for the algorithm so more people see these videos, which are not perfect, but we're doing okay overall. And a quick update on trades. Remember, in the previous video, I told you about some short trades that I want to be taking on Ethereum, and I've actually taken a tiny bit of profits, and then I was trying to find some long trades, which I got stopped out a few times, but I finally found a nice long trade, and I did take a nice profit on it. And this account that I started with, not that much, like 100k, is looking actually quite good. Look at how stable it is, and up and down, some ups and downs. It's not perfect, but overall in the last 60 days, plus 44% in total, which is pretty insane. And right now I'm actually today announcing that I'm launching my own Discord community, which is free for Bybit users. And basically here is what it looks like. There is a link to it down in the description of this video. This is basically what it's going to look like, and there is this chat room with Krallo trades. So if you want to see my trades that I take here before everyone else, and if you also we're going to be also doing closed live trading sessions, so you can see me trade live, discuss trading strategies, and something that is going to be super useful, and some giveaways, and really nice community which I'm going to manage personally. So in this chat room right here, it's available for free for Bybit users. All you got to do is there is a link to it down description of this video. There is this instructions window with a few steps. So you need to verify your Discord, which is simple. You need to create a Bybit account using my link down description of this video, and there is also links here. And most importantly, again, it's absolutely free. I don't charge you anything for it, but you need to have at least $500 deposited into your Bybit account and have at least $10,000 in traded volume, because we don't want to have viewers, we want to have participants and actual active traders who are gonna trade together with me, and who will see for free the trades I'm taking here that is making me quite good amount of money, and you're gonna be the first to see those trades. So all the instructions, everything you need to do is right here. It's very straightforward, very simple, and link to it is down in the description of this video. So let's build a nice community and let's do it, because it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of streams, a lot of stuff. So let's get into the juice of today's video. Before I come back to the chart, discuss price action and TA, let me give you some overview of what is happening right now. I think it's going to be painting a very good picture, and then I'm going to come back and tell you exactly what I'm expecting from the price action. First of all, we have good news from US and European Union trade war type of a thing. They've actually struck a deal. So the trade war bullshit is really coming to the end. I told you about this before, so this is positive. Also, what we were saying in terms of Bitcoin ETFs, some outflows from Bitcoin or some relative accumulation, but Ethereum, it's crazy. But the thing is, it's not the transfer, it's not like the money is flowing from Bitcoin into Ethereum. They're simply just buying Ethereum. They stopped buying as much Bitcoin, and they're just buying a shit ton of Ethereum. So it's very good. And what you also need to understand here to really paint a good picture of what is happening in the world right now, which is what a lot of these narratives, we're going to discuss these strategies more in depth in my Discord channel, where I'm going to really explain more in depth during live streams and stuff, how we're looking at the market, really how these sentiments and narratives really affect our trading decisions, which aren't always perfect anyway, but it really improves your understanding and your performance overall and your risk to reward. So right now what we're seeing is that this Bitcoin rally isn't retail driven, and the same really is Ethereum. It's ETF inflows, corporate buys, and whale accumulation, and not small wallets or social media hype. Retail is still on sidelines. So that's why the funding rates are still not that very high. The Google search terms, altcoins have kind of pumped a little bit in terms of the search terms, but it's not crazy enough yet. So, which means that we're still here in time, and it's relatively still the beginning. We're still very far away from that crazy euphoria that a lot of people want to see to actually start taking profits. Also, we've seen Tom Lee is a big kind of analyst from Wall Street, and he's not always been correct. just like me, Thomas Kralov. I've not always been correct, but he's done quite well with a lot of his predictions, and his Ethereum prediction aligns with mine. A lot of you said that you don't believe in 10K, but he came out and he said that he sees at least 10 to 15K per Ethereum, and mathematically it makes sense. So, and this is Tom Lee's effect. So we've had so many, institutions come into Ethereum, but as he actually, because he's from Bitmine, and he started building the Ethereum treasury with 250 million in July, and the accumulation from this just absolutely skyrocketed. Look at these inflows, at this chart of inflows into Ethereum ETF. Absolutely astronomical. Going forward, which I told you about in the beginning of this video, which is going to also impact the trades I'm going to be taking, and the trades you can see for absolutely free being a Bybit trader in my Discord, is this right here. Number one, 29th of July, consumer confidence. Not that important, but still. July 30th, which is Wednesday, GDP numbers. 30th, also FOMC meeting and the rate decision. Right now, the market is pricing in no rate cut. So if there is going to be a rate cut, which is highly improbable, the market is going to pump like crazy and it will give us a chance for a nice entry. Also, June 31st is going to be PCE, so preferred gauge for inflation for Federal Reserve, also huge. And then the August 1st, the US tariff deadline. So this week is going to be absolutely incredible. And I'm targeting to make at least another 10% to my overall balance here for my active ice cream trading portfolio to prove to you guys that it's possible to trade actively and actually do good. And you can copy what I do, again, in my Discord for absolutely free. Again, it's not my entire trading club. There is no spot. There is no big swing trades. It's more just active trades, something that you guys probably love the most. So, and last but not least, most important here, as I already mentioned, is going to be the Fed decision on the interest rates and whether to cut, hike, or keep rates unchanged. So this is something that you really need to pay attention to, and we're going to be covering this in real time, not with a delay like on YouTube, in real time inside the Discord channel. Now, when it comes to my trade setups and my expectations, so we actually had some really nice trade setups, quite a few of them just based on TA. Previous video I told you that we got to have some kind of a correction, and it did happen. So you can call me Mr. Spot On. Mr. Spot On is back. So, and the correction wasn't as deep as I wanted it to be. I wanted to see like 3,300, 3,400, but we came to 3,500. Okay, fair enough. And then I was trying to find a good entry point into long, and I found it precisely right here and took a nice impulse. So what really interests me is this resistance right here, right now. It's a very strong resistance, 39.6. So we have, this is basically a resistance. It's just a technical one, but it's a resistance really from this level right here, which has been historically very important for us. Breaking this opens the road to the all-time high. But I would expect some kind of at least short-term small correction. Might be, might not be. And this is something I really want to work with in terms of my short trades going forward, which what I'm going to post in the Discord channel. And then when it comes to longs, what really interests me, 3,600, really the main areas of interest, and still remains this order block with some gaps, etc. When it comes to Bitcoin, we are, in reality, we're just still struggling with this super important resistance, which is, actually, this is from the weekly chart. Right here, and then people tell me technical analysis doesn't work. Actually, according to this chart, we already had the maximum all-time high, which is a bit scary, but considering all the things happening, I told you that I'm not expecting Bitcoin beyond 150 in this cycle, but I want to see some consolidation here and more money pumping into ETH with some short-term corrections, which we can take for our active trades and then to re-enter into longs. But right now, really, with Bitcoin, and especially we have this SMT in time quarters. Also, we'll discuss this strategy in Discord. It's a very interesting strategy. It's not used by many people, and it works relatively well. So what we are saying now is that Bitcoin hasn't done a new high locally, while Ethereum has. And this kind of shows that you can short Ethereum, but long short Bitcoin, but long Ethereum statistically per SMT. But what we want to see here is the continuation, maybe something sideways, and more power to Ethereum with some kind of short-term corrections and then higher, like something like this. So this is what I'm playing right now. This is what I'm expecting. So spot only long, active trades short and long when the market permits. And again, you can see all of those inside Kralov trades right here. And if you already have an account that you created on Bybit with a different, there's two ways. You can create a different account with a different form of identification using our link, or you can transfer your KYC to a new account that you create under. So there are all the instructions in case if you have any difficulties. There is Bybit support, there is transfer your KYC and all these things. So go check it out, and I'll see you inside the Discord. I think we're going to do the first live trading stream with some education already this week. See you there.